If you are someone that is online, you have account online, use different platforms, then you will know that online security is something that is very crucial that you do not have to play with. So it is very important that any account that you have online, you need to have a very strong and unique password to secure your account. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can create a strong and unique password and also secure that password using a password manager. Now, a password manager is like a software or an app that lets you manage multiple passwords under one account. So it is a very secured and encrypted platform that enables you manage all your platforms. So all you have to do is to remember just one password, and which we can now call your master password. And with that, you can then manage all other passwords that you are going to create. Now, there are a whole lot of password managers that are existing, but in this video, we are going to look at one of the best password managers that is available, and that password manager is called Bitwarden. Now, Bitwarden is, as you can see here, is the most trusted password manager that you can use. So it's used for securely storing and managing and sharing sensitive online data such as your password, your pass keys and credit cards. All right, so you can actually store pass keys, you can store credit cards or other private information on this password manager so that you can access it anywhere, and it is only you that owns the account that can access it, of course, except someone else that you give access to. All right, so if you go down here, you can see that it has everything you need in a password manager. It's a powerful security. It's powerful. You can secure your account in minutes. You can create unlimited password and use it on unlimited devices. All right, so that's why Bitwarden is actually better than some of other ones, because they allow you use it on your desktop, your mobile phone, your tablet, everywhere. Just one account, and you can use it, on different devices. So it protects what is important to you. All right. So, and it is tested and trusted. It's an open source, application that you can use. So you are very sure that everything in it is highly secured, end-to-end encryption. All right. So that ensures that only you have access to your vault and nobody else. Even Bitwarden cannot get in. So they give you that assurance. All right. Okay. So you can generate and share or even get autofill strong password and passkeys and a whole lot of features that you can really see here. So they also have paid plans that you can use, but for a user like you or like me, I don't use the paid version. I still use the free version, and I have a whole lot of password, because for someone like me that work with so many clients, so I have password that I manage, and I cannot start remembering all the passwords one after the other. So Bitwarden makes it easy for me to actually manage both my password and the clients that I handle their projects. I also store their password inside this password manager. So all we need to do to get started is to create an account here. So you click on get started and it will bring you on to this page. So you can see here that it's trusted by individuals, teams and organizations. So you can secure notes. There are some secured notes I have on my account that nobody else have access to. And the good thing, because I can access it from any of my device, so it's also secured on my device that I can access it wherever I am. All right. So all we need to do now is to create accounts to get started. All right. So you need to put in your email address here to get started. So you put in your email address. So of course, I am going to blur some of the information that I am using here for security reasons. Okay. So I'm creating my account. So I'll put my name here. All right. So I put my name here. So this is very, very important. So this is where you now create your master password. So this master password is the only password you need to remember that will enable you access your account and then log into your account, and you'll be able to see all the other accounts or passwords that you have. Okay. Now, let me create my password. So you can also, if you're on Google, you can suggest a password for you. You can, but I want to use something I can remember easily. Okay, something I can remember easily. So as you are typing, it will be telling you your score to know if you are actually using something that is very strong. So you need to ensure that you get up to good before you proceed. Okay. Now here you are going to give your password a hint. So a hint is something that will enable you to remember that password that you use. Okay. So just type something that will give you like a hint to what you use as a password. As you can see, when you forget your password, so the master password hint can help you remember it. Okay, so you can also click here to check if there is any known breach for the password that you are using. So after that, you click on check this box to accept their terms and condition. Then you click on create account. Okay, so my account is created now. So your email address will be there. Now I don't want to save it here. So all you need to do now is to click on continue. So click on continue. So you now put in your master password. So you can see if you need a hint to your password, so you can click here and you get the hint. So I already know my password, so I'm going to log in to my account. Okay, so I'm going to log in to my account. Okay, so I am in my account now. So it will prompt you to upgrade to a premium plan, but we are not doing that now. Now it said that I need to verify my account. So you go to your Gmail and you try to verify your account. So I'm logging into my Gmail account. Okay, so I'm logging in to check my account. So the email has not dropped. So let me check my spam message. It's not here. Okay, so if we have not seen it, so we need to click here to send the password. So say we should check our email for verification. So let me get back to my account. Okay, so the email has dropped now. So we'll click on the email to finish creating our account. So click on verify, and then it will ask us to log in with our master password again. So there was a mistake in the email I used, so I have to use the correct email. So I'm just repeating the process that we did before. So Okay. So now our account has been created and we are logged in. All right. We are logged in now. So we have some few steps to complete. So as you can see here, you have one of the three steps to complete. So next thing we need to do is to import a data, but if we don't have any, we can create a new item. Now, data is actually more like the a password that you want to create, or a note that you want to secure inside this account. All right, so let's follow that step. So create a new item. So there are different items that you can create. So you can create a login, you can create card where you can store your card details. You can also create an identity. You can also create secure notes. Okay. So now let's create one. So let's say create one for, let's call the name, say Google. All right. Now there are no folder that we have, so we'll create a folder as we progress. So what is going to be the username of the account that we are creating? So let's assume this is for your Facebook, but I'm using Google anyway. So let's assume it's for your Google. So you put in the username for that account. So like I said earlier, I'm going to blur any sensitive information. So you click on, write the username that you want to save. Okay, then you create the password. Now, in creating the password, you can actually generate a password here. So if you don't know the password, since we are actually trying to create a secured password, so you need to generate a strong password. You don't need to remember this password. So that is the job of the password manager to remember, right? So we click on generate password here. So it will generate a password for us. So if we want to see it, we'll click here. So you can see how strong this password is. You can see that is a very strong password and it's not something anybody can easily remember. Then here is where you want to copy the password. Let's assume you just want to copy it and keep it somewhere to see what it is. Here is where you need to check if this password has been exposed somewhere. So it's not found anywhere. So this password generated has not been used anywhere. So it's very safe to use. All right. So if you have an authenticator key, you can actually use that, which is actually a premium feature. Now, the website that you want to create this account for, all right, this account that you are creating. So what is the website? So as you can see, as an example here, so let's say it's Google. So you put in the website name. Now this is more like a manual process when you want to create an account. So we are still going to see how it can automatically create all this, open up where you can create this login details, where it will impute the URL, that's the domain of the site you are creating the login for, and all of that. So we'll get to that shortly now. So let's create one account here. So let me just put this website here. So if you want to write a note about this website that can maybe let you know what this account you are creating for, everything about it, you can actually do that. So here you can select if it's a test that you are using. So next thing you are going to do is to click on save. So once you save it, now that account has been created. So we have completed the second step. So the next step is one of the most important one, which is to install a browser extension. So browser extension makes it easy for you to use this password manager. It makes it easy for you to use this password manager easily when you are working on any website. Okay, so let's complete the next step, which is to install the browser extension. So depending on the browser that you are in, once you click it, to pick up the browser that you are and give you option to add it to the browser. So I'm using Chrome now, so I'll click on add to Chrome, and it will ask me whether I want to add. I say yes, I want to add the extension. So just give it a moment and it will add it as an extension. So extension is those apps that you see here that helps you, perform certain functions. So it's still installing, so you just wait for it to install. So while we are waiting for it, so we can see that there are other features here. So you can see tools. So this is also where you can generate passwords. Okay, so our extension has been added. Now, if you are using Chrome, you will see something like this. So you can see they're also showing you here. So you see something like this. So we need to bring in the password manager to appear here. So what we need to do now is to click on this icon here, and you see Bitwarden. So if you already have some other extensions, you also see them appear here. Next, we are going to do is to click on this pin here. So we are going to click it and it's going to appear here. So whenever you are on any website that you have saved the password, this icon here will change to a blue color. All right. Now that this has installed, so we can close this window. All right. Can close this window and then click on it to activate it, which will help us to log in. So which is what we are seeing here. So when we do that, we'll now click on login. That's the second step. So click on it here, and it will ask us to log in using that same email account that we created. Okay, we use that same email account. So if this is your computer, you can actually ask it to remember your email so that you don't have to be typing this email, but you can never remember your password. So it will only remember your email address. So I will tell it to remember my email. I'll click on continue. So you now ask me whether I should log in with my master password. So I click and type in my master password. So that master password is very important that you remember it. So if there's anyone you need to write or keep or try to memorize in a secure place, that should be your master password. So remember what we explained, that this password manager is going to help you not to start putting any password, in your head or writing them somewhere on a paper that somebody else can see. So let's log in now. So this is where it gets interesting now. So anytime that you are on any website, you see this will appear here. So let me go to a website where I can create an account. Okay, so like I said earlier, you can also visit bitwarden.com and log in, and you can see your account here. But it's actually much easier using it with the browser extension. Okay, it's much easier using it with the browser extension. So we've finished this second step. So this is the last step, which is what you have here. So you can open the extension and click on settings. So that's what we want to do now. So you can click on these settings here. And so you can see some other features here. So you can enable, if you have your device, let's say your laptop has maybe a fingerprint or something, so you can use biometrics and just stick it in. So, but I am not doing that now. Okay, so let me get back to security. So you can also unlock it with a pin, so you can secure it further using a pin. So it will require that pin to always, before you can actually change in your log into your account. So when would the account you are logging, when will it time out? So on browser restart, so when you restart browser, should this time out immediately, or so you choose the one that you prefer, but by default it's left on browser restart. Then when it time out, what should happen? It should lock your account. So meaning that you will need to re-log in again before you access your account. So if you are using fingerprints, they will ask you for phrase here. So you can also set up a 2-step authentication here. Then this is where you can change your master password. So they'll ask you some security questions before you can access your master password. So let's come back again. So next thing you have here is autofill. So it explains when it should autofill. So autofill means that when you are on a website that you have created a login inside Bitwarden with, it will automatically autofill it whenever you click on it. So we'll see how that will work now. Then this is notification. So when will it say ask you, show you notifications? So whenever you want to log in and all of that. All right. Then the vault is where we can now create folders. So we can create folder here. So to arrange all your passwords and accounts, so you can create new folder. All right, so you can create different folders so that you can use it to separate all your accounts. So we have one folder now. Then if you have an account with any other password manager, of course, you can import some of those things here. You can also export your vault here. Okay, so in any of these formats, which you can use in another account that you own. Then sync is where you can sync your account. Let's assume you've not synced it or it hasn't updated for a while. Then appearance is where you can actually like customize how it looks. So we are not going to do all of that. Then here is where you are going to have your generator, password generator. So when you click on it, it will now ask you the type of password you want, what you want to do. Is it a password or a username? So anyone you want to generate, so you just click on it, it will generate. So if you don't like what it generated for you, you can click here to regenerate a new one. So as you click, it will be changing. Then here is where you are going to choose the length of the password that is going to generate for you. So if I increase it to 38, you can see that this will also increase. All right. So, but this will be too long, but the longer it is, the more secured it will be. So if it is just a password, you tick here. If it's a passphrase, which will combine some words like hyphen and all of that, you can choose that. So then here you can choose how many words to use. So now I've changed it to 4 because I'm on passphrase now. If I come back to password, you see length now. Okay. Then should you use both caps and the small letter? You choose that. So now this is when you want to share information that you want to send out. So you put it in a new file and you save that information out. Okay. So next thing is now where your vault is. So this is where you are going to see all the things that you've saved. Now you have your login. So when you click here, all the accounts, if you have 100 accounts that you've created or 100 websites you've visited, all of them will be listed here. All of them will be listed here. You can also click here to search for a particular website that you want to log into, and you find it here. Okay. So we now have card, so we can create card information here. So here you put the card holder name, the type of card you want to secure, the card number, the expiry date of the card, and all of that. So once you put all the details with the security code for additional security, which is the CVV code, then you can pick any folder that you want. So you cannot create folder here, like I said. So you create folder from the folder section. So when you have put in all the information you need for the card, you click on save card. Okay. You can also create an identity, which is like information about someone or you, where you can put in their first name and everything about that person. So you can secure every information here. Next thing you can also create is secure notes. So where you can just put this the title of the note. Then this is where you are going to write all what you want to write as a note that you want to keep here for security purpose. Of course, you should also choose the folder. Then if you want to favorite it, you tick here to favorite it. Now, this master password reprompt means that anytime you want to open this note, it must ask you to re-enter the password, the master password, before you can access it. Even though you are already logged in, it will ask you to re-enter it again. All right. So I'm going back now. So we have actually looked at all the features here. So as you add anything, it will be counted here. So if you create a card now, you see it being added here. All right. Then this is your tab where you can actually create a login. So it says there are no login available to fill in. Okay. So I want to open a website now so I can show you when you are on a website and you create an account, so how it's going to appear. So let me use a website to show you how it works. So this page is just where you can see all the things we've actually shared. So everything that we shared is what you are also going to see them explain here. So I want to go and create an account. So let me create an account on Naira Land, for example, now. So I want to go to Naira Land Forum. So I do not have an account, assuming I have on my other email address. So this is how it's going to work on any website that you are in. So you come to a particular website and you create an account. You want to create an account and you want password manager Bitwarden to manage your password. All right. So it's very easy. All you need to do is whichever website you are in, you click on create account, register, and all of that. So I'm creating an account now. Okay. So I'm going to put in my password here. Sorry, my username. So if you install it newly, anytime you want to enter an email address, so Bitwarden will prompt here and ask you to create a new login. But we have not created an account, so we will not do this. So if you don't want this popping out, you can go to your settings. Remember where we have notifications here. So you can tick it off here. Okay, so you tick it off here. That should be this. So you tick it off here. So I'll click on submit to create my account. So say that we've just sent you an email. So let me check my email if I can. Okay, the email just dropped now. So email, Nairaland email confirmation. So I'll click on it. So I'll click on the link they just sent. So like I said, any website you are creating an account is just similar process. So you click on the link of that account. Now it's asking me to create a password, a username. So I put in my username. Then this is now where password manager comes to help you. So instead of trying to think of the password you are going to use here, so if your notification is popping up here, you can click on new, or you just come in here and go to password generator and you generate a password. So let me generate one. So let's say I want to use this password. So I'll just copy this password now and I'll paste it here. Okay. So I'll paste it here. Then I'll click on join. So remember, I'm using Nairaland as an example. So any website you are creating an account, just follow the normal process of creating the account. So I'll put in this. Now, this is where you get interesting. So it will always now ask you, should Bitwarden remember this password for you? So if you have more other folders, you select the particular folder that you want to add it to, and you click on save. All right. And that is just it. Very, very simple. So Bitwarden has saved your login details for Nairaland. So anytime that you are on Nairaland and you want to log into your account, you don't need to start remembering, oh, what username did I use? What password did I use? Those time has gone. So you don't need to do that anymore. Let Bitwarden take care of your account for you. So it has been saved now. So let's assume I leave Nairaland now and I come back to Nairaland any other day. Okay, I come back to Nairaland any other day. You can see I'm not logged in now. So if I want to log in, I can just simply come to my Bitwarden icon here. I'll click on it. So if you have a whole lot of other ones, you can also, you see them here. Like I said, you can search here. So I just click on this icon here, this view. So it will open up here. You see your username, your password is here, which is hidden. You can click here to see it. Okay. Now, how do you now log into the account? So in this case, you don't even need to remember the website address or the direct link to the login of the dashboard of that website where you are logging in. Okay. All you need to do is to click on this arrow here. It will open up on a new tab. Now, if you don't want to use this option, which I recommend because it makes it easy, the other option you can do is to click on the login of that account you want to log in, that website you are logging in. You come here, you click on copy, you paste the email address, you come again, you click on copy here to copy the password. So that is another way you can use it. But the easiest way to do that is to click here. Now, if we are already open, if our login is open like this, so we can also click here and click on this here and click on autofill. So it will automatically fill in that username and password because a space is open here for us. That's the window or the space for us to put our username and password is already there. So once you click on autofill, it will just autofill your password and your username, and all you need to do is to click on login. But let's assume you are not on the page where you are seeing the space to put your username and your password. Like I am on this page now and I want to log in. I can click here and then click on this place, click on this arrow. So in this case, I cannot remember my login details, the link where I'm supposed to log in. So I click on it. So they are telling me that I have not confirmed my email. So let me confirm my email. I did not receive any other email. So there's no other email notification. So I don't know why it's asking me to confirm again. There is no other email that I have not confirmed. Okay, so let's give it a try again. So I've logged in here. So let me repeat it again. I'll click here and I click on view website. So this will take you to the website that you are logging in, and it will open up where you need to. It will just open up and automatically fill in your username and your password. Okay, so I don't know why this Naira Land is giving me this error message, but what you are going to is going to open up something like this, and automatically it will just insert your username and your password, just like we did with this autofill feature here. Just click on this autofill like this, so it will just fill it in, and I click on login, and boom, I'm inside my account. So you can see I don't need to remember my password. I don't need to remember my username and all of that. So everything is just signed in for me automatically. So if you have 500 login details and all this, how all of them are going to be listed here. So all of them are going to be listed here, and that is how you can use this password manager to log into your account. Okay, so like I told you, we can use Bitwarden on on mobile as well. You click on download here, so you see that we have the web app, the mobile, and all of that. So these are the browsers where you can use them. You can also install it as an application on your computer. Okay, then you can also download it on Play Store. Like we said, the essence of the password manager is to help you store and secure all your password in one place without you trying to keep them in places where you will not remember where this one is, and also to help you generate strong passwords for your account that will not be easy for hackers to hack it, and you can manage it on different devices. Okay, so that is it about this app, this Bitwarden password manager. So I will encourage that you go ahead, create your account, and start using it to manage your account. Now, when you're on a website that does not have that you've not created a login for, you see that nothing will be showing here. But if you're on a website that you've set up an account on and saved on Bitwarden, you will see it here. So if I have 3 accounts on Naira Land that I've saved here, you also see 3 will be counted here. So that is how it stores your information. So if you happen to maybe change your computer or anything of such, so you can go ahead, click here, and log out your account. Then if you have any reason to lock out your account now, maybe you are not using this device for now or something like that, you can click here to lock out your account instead of logging out. So you can lock your account out so that someone else will not use it when you are not available. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please like and share. Then subscribe to my channel so that whenever I release another video, you will get notified, and I will see you in the next one.